What's up, everyone? I'm CEO Connolly, and today I want to talk about trends. Okay, so I have seen several people do videos on YouTube where they're compiling a bunch of TikToks and stuff like that of people doing stupid shit for trends. Okay, originally, from what I had seen, was from earlier, like February, when those Stanley Cups were like a big deal and everybody would fight each other for the freaking Stanley Cups and stuff like that. Like, seriously, how long are you going to keep that cup? Until it's no longer a trend, and then a new cup is a trend, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, Stanley's gone. Like, for real, you need one. Like, one cup. I mean, I have several different coffee cups, but that's because it's coffee, right? But when you have like a water cup, like just get multiple straws to change out inside the cup. I mean, right? You just change out the straw, wash out the cup, change out the straw. Like, do you have to have one for every outfit that you own for every single day? Do you need 30 of them so that you have one for every day of the month? I don't know. I don't get it. And then I just saw one about some Hello Kitty crap. Like, for real, these grown-ups are rushing in for Hello Kitty crap, right? And they're blankets mostly. Like, well, I'm sorry. My blanket came from Amazon, I think. I don't know. My husband brings home a bunch of shit and he's like, look, I found some blankets for the sofa. It's because of the dogs. Like, right now, she's messing with the blanket right here. So the dogs we basically have sofa blankets, right? And there's blankets for, this one is specifically for her. This is her blanket. So we do have blankets, right? This one is basically mine. My husband's got one over there. Oh, excuse me. So, and then we've got blankets in the bedroom, but it's like, seriously, how many fucking blankets do you really need? That's my thing. And then it's a trend. So when the trend is over, you're going to get a new blanket for the new trend. And then what do you do with the old one? Does it just sit? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the only time that I'll be getting rid of this blanket is when it's, done for. I mean, there's enough strings hanging from this thing from when the cat would dig at it. And my cat's been gone for over a year. So I've had this blanket for a long time. You want your blanket? So I've had this blanket for a really long time. The dogs dig at it. Like, what is the point in getting a specific blanket for a specific thing if you're just going to do it because of the trend? Trends come and go. Eventually, it's not going to be a thing anymore. What are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm done with the Hello Kitty thing. Let's just take everything down. Then what? You've got all these ceramics and the blankets and all this crap all over your house and stuff like that. Okay, first of all, my kitchen is honeybee themed. Okay, so like bees. There is that little sign right there. Oh, my new yellow microwave. Oh, I got to do dishes. Dang. And then I've got the stuff on the back of my stove back there. It's because I want a yellow kitchen. When we sold our other home, okay, I painted the kitchen yellow. I wanted a yellow kitchen because yellow to me symbolizes happiness and country. And it's just, I don't know. There's something about yellow that just makes you happy, right? Or at least it does for me. So I've always wanted a yellow kitchen. Well, no, my husband will not let me do the walls yellow. Fine, I'm okay with that. I don't know if I can zoom in. No, I cannot. Okay, but right here, there's like a little piece of like peel and stick wallpaper that's yellow. And it's just a small piece, specifically because I told my husband that I wanted to line that in the yellow peel and stick wallpaper that is inside every single one of my drawers in the kitchen, right? So every time you open the drawer, there's yellow. Inside my refrigerator, when you open it up, there's honeybee shelf liners and stuff like that. So I can take those out and wash them anytime something spills on it. So anyway, so yes, it's bee themed specifically for the yellow. That's exactly what I wanted, right? I want a yellow kitchen. Honeybees will never go out of style. I'm just saying. I just wanted a yellow kitchen. I can decorate it however I want with bees. It's not a trend, right? It's not something that is trendy right now. but there's something about the color yellow that just makes me happy. And I friggin' hate cooking. I hate cooking. I would rather get stuff from, a restaurant, bring it home every day, 3 meals, right? Number one, that's way too friggin' expensive. That's number one. Number two, I'm on a very strict diet. I don't know what is in all of this food that these restaurants cook and stuff. So it's easier if I just cook food at home. So there's that, right? So the yellow in my kitchen makes me happy, makes me want to cook. Plus, not only that, but eventually I have to cook stuff for her, right? So, I mean, I gotta have something that makes me happy, and that is gonna get moved up so it's not so long either, because that's like literally like right in the line of sight, so we can't turn those lights on. Otherwise, you're glaring right into the light bulb. But anyway, that's beside the point. Either way, I don't want anything that's trendy. My office, the color scheme in my office is black, pink, and white. That's it. That is literally the color scheme. Whatever the hell goes up in there has to be those 3 colors. Is it going to be Hello Kitty? No, because number one, in case you didn't know, I'm in my 40s. You really think I give a shit about Hello Kitty? No, I do not. I never really have. Never did. I was never into that whole Hello Kitty thing. My thing is basically horror related. It has to be scary themes. So I will do like pink ghost face or something like that, right? I have a Jason mask in the uncleared area of our property over here. We have half an acre that's not cleared specifically so we'd have a tree line so we couldn't see our neighbors. So there's that. Plus our neighbors scream and yell at each other sometimes. So there's that. I'm glad I can't see those people. But either way, so my thing is that trends are not a forever thing. It's not something that happens forever, right? It's something huge that comes on. You got these people on TikTok who are buying up all the shit and then they're reselling it at a exponential price. So now they've duped someone into spending 300 times the amount of what the thing actually was. Like it's $30 or something like that, and they're selling it for $300. And somebody got duped into actually buying it because they couldn't find it at their store. Really? And then whatever doesn't sell in a few weeks, they just return it. So if you couldn't find it when it was a trend, wait and it'll get returned, kind of thing. Do you see what I'm saying here? When it's big, it's hot, it's flying off the shelves, who gives a shit? Wait a little while. Somebody's going to be all like, I don't like this shit, and return it. And then you won't be fighting someone over it, right? That's what trends do. They come and go. So when the trend is hot, fuck it. Forget it. Ignore it. I don't want anything that's on trend right now, right? You wait until it's no longer a trend and then you're like, I got it. I'm just saying, I don't know. That's my whole thing. I will not get something that is on trend. If it's like a huge deal and it's like on TikTok and it's like, oh my God, everybody has to have this. Bullshit. I don't need shit. I don't need anything. That's how I see it. I don't need anything. I even told my husband, I was like, I don't need anything. He'll ask me all the time, what do you want for Christmas? Nothing. What do I want for my birthday? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what I do want to do though? Is buy her everything. I want to buy everything for her. We have this so she's got a cat tree over here that she climbs on and this little ball pit right here that she plays on, and she jumps up and down from the cat tree to that. So I put a blanket underneath it. Like it's a really thick plush blanket that my sister-in-law made. Speaking of blankets, right? My sister-in-law made that specifically for us. We didn't have anything to do with it. So it's just kind of been at our house, but I folded it up and it's now plush and it sits right underneath that. So when she jumps down, she's not hitting the hard floor. She's actually hitting that blanket. So, I mean, that's got a use out of it, but would I do that with a Hello Kitty blanket? No. And yes, she has a blanket for every room in the house. This is the one for out here on the sofa. There's a blue one in our bedroom and there is a pink one in my Jeep because the colors in my Jeep are pink. Otherwise, it's like this teal color. My Jeep is this teal color. They call it Bikini Pearl. And the inside and all the accents and stuff like that on it is pink. So that's why she got the pink blanket there. Yes, she has a blanket for every room in the house. Absolutely. Oops. You can't grab that, honey pie. But she has a blanket for every room in the house. Yes, but she's my baby. I mean, the dogs do too. The dogs have blankets on the sofa. The dogs have blankets in the bedroom. The dogs have blankets in my office. What do you do? That's not your blanket. That's not your blanket. That's Kira's blanket. Well, that's the sofa blanket. Anyway, but those are my babies. My babies have blankets everywhere. I'm going to make sure that they always have one, even if we switch rooms, right? I mean, yeah, on my bed. Do I have a blanket in my office? No. Should I probably put one in my office? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm okay. Screw the whole blanket thing. I know that's a big deal for people. I know a lot of people that got to have blankets everywhere they go. In the car, and the sofa, and their bed, and whatever room, someone else's house, you know, whatever. They've always got blankets everywhere. I get it. It's a thing. Okay, great. It's a comfort. It's a soothing thing. These things are soft and great and nice. And oh, and she also has a blanket for whenever I change her diaper. So there's a blanket that lays down, and then I put one of those little waterproof mat things that I can wash down on top of the blanket to keep it from getting dirty, because it happens. She is an animal, and when she has to go, she goes. So even if I'm in the middle of changing her diaper, stuff happens. So anyway, so she has her own special blanket for that. There's also a blanket inside my bathroom that has one of those waterproof mats on it that whenever I change her diaper in there. Anyway, my thing is that I'm not going to buy something because it's trendy. I'm just not. I'm not going to buy something because it's trendy. You know, eventually it's going to get to the point to where people are just going to get frustrated, mean, violent, because they can't get what they want when it's on trend. And by the time that trend is over, and now there's an overabundance of it because people keep buying it up. So the company is like, oh, it's famous. Let's send out more so more people can get it. No, by then the trend is over. Nobody wants it. And now it's just sitting. So my biggest thing is, Kira, please don't pee on the floor. Hey, what are you doing? She's in my laundry room. Anyway. I didn't put a diaper on her this morning only because of the fact that I don't like doing that unless she actually pees on the floor. And I'm willing to guarantee she's peeing in my laundry room. So I'm going to have to go clean that up. But anyway, here's the deal. Trends come and go. Fuck it. Who gives a shit about these stupid ass trends? Who needs that many cups? Who needs that much Hello Kitty? Did you pee in my laundry room? She looks over at me. Anyway, so who needs that much Hello Kitty? Who needs everything Hello Kitty in their house? If that's your theme, great, fine. So make it your theme. Okay. But if it's not your theme, then why are you buying this shit? To resell it and be an asshole? Because all these people who resell stuff, that just makes you an asshole. You're buying it up specifically so that you can make money off of something. Technically, in case you didn't know, that's considered as copyright fraud. You did pee, because look, there's a spot right there that I bet came off your paw. But I'm going to tell you that right now. Technically, that is copyright fraud. Okay, but there's only 2 drops. Is it coming off your face? Sorry. I know I probably should pause the video, but I'm literally looking to see if she's peed. She didn't. Is it somewhere else? Am I missing it, Kira? Where am I missing it? Anyway, reselling something that you did not make that has a specific character on it is considered as copyright fraud, in case you didn't know. Also, if you make something with a specific character on it that is not created by you, that's considered as copyright fraud as well. Like now, I'm going to put it this way because I know that there are a lot of vendors at the horror conventions and things like that that make these things. Okay, so you did not pee in my house. Thank goodness. That they make the things specifically for all the movie villains and stuff like that. they do that, and it's their original artwork, technically, because they made it, but it is not their original design. I'm not really sure how to say that correctly, but it's not their character. They didn't create the character, so it's not their character. It was not theirs to create and make. I can't leave the pee that long on my floor. It freaks me out, so I had to go find it. But she didn't pee on the floor, thank goodness. Okay, so anyway, if you turn on the lights and stuff like that, it glistens so I can actually see it. Anyway, so yes, technically the people at these conventions and stuff like that that are making these characters, including like anime conventions and things like that, Comic-Cons and stuff, they're making these things and selling them. Technically what they're doing is copyright fraud. But whatever, right? They're vendors. They're doing their own artwork. It's something that they created to sell. I understand that the characters specifically, they did not create those characters, but they are beloved characters. And you can actually purchase a license in order to, she climbed down my leg, so I waited. But you can actually purchase the license from all of these, you can actually purchase the license from all these places and stuff like that actually hold the copyright for them in order for you to sell merchandise with the likeness of a character on it, which can be done. And the vendors have all rights to do that. But the thing is, though, is that if you're going to purchase something from a store, yes, technically it's yours and you can resell it, blah, 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 whatever. But technically what you're doing, I don't know if that's right either. Would that be considered as copyright fraud? Hold on. Okay. My dogs are now wandering the house. I'm freaked out. I need to probably just let them out. But anyway, my biggest thing is the fact that trends come and go. Don't get all nutso and crazy just because there's a freaking trend out there and oh my God, stop selling shit. Stop selling it for way more than it needs. You know, technically it could be. It could be considered as copyright fraud because most people, when they resell things, they sell it for less than what they bought it for because they got their use out of it. So now it needs to move on. But this way, you're basically price gouging. Either way, fuck the trends. Fuck all that shit. If you wait a little while, you'll get what you want because it'll be back in stores because these little fuckers who can't sell shit that are reselling everything, they won't be able to sell it, so they'll return it to the store. So fuck trends. Trends are stupid. I don't even give a shit about clothing trends. I'm wearing my slippers, you know, random stretch pants because I'm not leaving the house. An old Chili's shirt from God knows how old. I don't know when I got this one, but I haven't worked at Chili's since 2011, so there's that. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. I got so sidetracked with the dogs and anyway, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I just sit here and ramble on while my monkey climbs all over me and the dogs do random stuff in my house. So there's that. But either way, whatever. Okay, bye.